sorry. I'm sorry. But I mean every word. I mean every word.
Hey guys, it's Shay back at again with another video, and as you can tell by the title, we're doing unpopular opinions part 2. The first time I did unpopular opinions, that was like probably a year ago, to be honest. We were at school, so it was a long time ago. This time, of course, I can't have anybody with me, so I asked people on Instagram to submit their unpopular opinions on the little question thing. Of course, 3 people responded, honestly more than I expected. And then because at first I wasn't getting that many responses, I was on FaceTime with my friend Brianna, and she had some little controversial, unpopular opinions. It was a little hot, a little spicy. And then Tolu also submitted her controversial, unpopular opinions. And then I also put my little 2 cents in it. So after all that, we have a good, meaty, unpopular opinions batch, if you will. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm gonna start off smooth, and then we're gonna get progressively more controversial. I have them all here. When I tell you there's content, so let's get into it. Okay, I had to change it because I couldn't see. My first unpopular opinion: being in tag wasn't the flex we thought it was. If you don't know, tag is talented and gifted. It starts in 3rd grade and it continues until middle school. The reason why I said tag is not what we thought it was, because personally I think the people who are in tag, some of them questionable. How did you get here? And also, most of the people in tag now have some type of mental health issues. I'm not saying there's a correlation, but the amount of pressure we had on us in 3rd grade because we were labeled talented and gifted, astronomical, unnecessary. And then half of the time, the people who were in my tag classes up to middle school went to a high school that was underdeveloped. Therefore, they couldn't explore their intelligence as much as I had the opportunity to do because of my school. You know what I mean? Like, you went through all that pressure from 3rd grade to 8th grade to go to a school that's underfunded, to waste your potential. And also, just because kids may have bad grades, it does not mean they're not smart. Some of the times they might have mental health issues that they can't concentrate on their homework assignments. How many geniuses dropped out of school? How many geniuses failed classes? That's what I'm gonna say. Not saying I'm one of those geniuses, but moving on to geniuses. Just because I graduated with my associate's degree at the age of 18 does not mean I'm that smart, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet, but when I say some of my family members be like, Shayna, you know this? You should know this. You graduated with your associate degree. It's like the Precious movie when she was like,
since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
No, I don't. It's not that hard to graduate. Okay, I'm not going to downplay it and be like, it's not that hard to graduate with your associate's degree, but I found a way and made a way to graduate. Don't put so much pressure on it. Let's not hype that up, okay? Yes, I got my associate degree, but I'm not freaking Albert Einstein. I cannot do physics. I have never taken a physics class. Don't ask me random questions. Google it. If you want to know, Google it, because I found a way and made a way. Trademark Clarkland University, period. Next, some generic brands look better than these designer clothes. Like, I be looking at the celebrities and they have like all dressed down Gucci, dressed down Prada, and I'm looking at like, Ross have better outfits than that. Don't be downplaying people who be wearing generic brands. This is from Rule 21. It's cute, it's comfortable, it gets the job done. And then some of the generic brands are hyped now. Like, I just saw something on Twitter that was like, Gap is the new trend. When people were getting bullied for wearing Gap in school. Don't believe the hype. Wear whatever you want, because at the end of the day, it don't matter. It's gonna become a trend eventually, so who cares? Okay. Number 4, friends you talk to once every 6 months hit a little different than the ones you talk to every day. Just saying. We're just gonna leave it like that. Next, Camp Star was better than Camp Rock, and this has been trending right now on Twitter and TikTok. This is why I started this unpopular opinions, because somebody was like, Camp Star should have won, because Camp Star was giving you Beyonce Coachella, and then Camp Rock came with Baby, Why You Breaking My Heart. Camp Star said, I'm giving you the fire. Camp Rock, I gotta go my own way. Like, no.
Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Camp Rock! Camp Rock!
And the same thing for Let It Shine. Bling Bling should have won the battle. The only reason Chris won the battle was because he brought up the fact that Bling Bling was driving a taxi car. Like the last round, Chris won, hands down. But the other ones, Bling Bling won 2 out of 3. Just saying. The first round, Chris told me something. You're the snake without the rattle. Baby, Bling Bling just came for your father, your mother, and your crush. He said you write her love letters. I buy her ice and pearls. Even Roxy's in the background. Like, wow, Bling's got style. I'm off the gold chain. Chris is your background dancer, like an extra on Soul Train. Wait, is it Chris? What's his name, Chris? No, his name was Cyrus. Somebody's name was Chris. But anyway, whoever, Tyler James Williams, he gotta go. He didn't win. He didn't win. Now, he did have some bops. Don't run away. Don't run away from the truth, cause I'm not giving up on you. A bop. Bling Bling should have won. Just saying. He said, just looked up your Facebook and you have 0 friends. You're a loser, man. You ain't never kissed a girl. You write her love letters. How about her ice and pearls? He said his mama and daddy is disappointed in him because he's mopping the floors. And first of all, Bling Bling, yes, he was driving a taxi cab. Yes, he was flexing his... Bling Bling threw money at Cyrus, Chris, whoever his name was. Okay, that's when he wants to pull out the taxi cab. Stay woke, y'all. I'm not about to get into this, but I feel really passionate about that because... ain't no way. Okay, next one. Older generations. Stay out of stuttering. Older generations, let's stay out. Why can I not say stay out of Gen Z business? Grandma, Papa, mind your business. Stay in your generation. Stay in your lane. Because there's no reason, and also this goes on to this. We don't need the generation battles every generation. Okay, yes, you can say your opinions about Gen Z. Did they eat Tide Pod? I'm saying they. I did not eat Tide Pod. Did they partake in the Tide Pod challenge? Yes. But millennials, the cinnamon challenge was in your year. The ice and the salt was your year. Tide Pods were ours, yes. But you can't knock that Gen Z brings it up a notch. Relax. Every generation has its flaws, but there's no reason for y'all to be bashing Gen Z as much as y'all do. Tell me why. My brother came back home Christmas. We're listening to freaking Alexa. She got the playlist on shuffle. A lot of the songs nowadays are sampled, but they've always been sampled. So every song that came on, he's like, they're trash because they're Gen Z. I looked them up. Baby, they were born in your generation. Oh, okay. The song's not that bad then. What? Y'all just be saying anything to be bashing us. And also, can we change Gen Z time difference? Because 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, we're basically on the same level as those who were born in 1990, 1995. Because people will be like, I'm about to go on a rampage right here, but people be like, here's a Twitter trend for you. You weren't there. Baby, I've watched Kenan and Kel. That's my show. I saw that. Malcolm in the Middle, we grew up on the same shows. We grew up on the same movies. And also, since we're talking about the Twitter trends, you weren't there. Baby, we were all there. I promise you. We've seen it. Y'all bring up the same stuff every week. We've seen it. We were there. I assure you. That's why your tweet is trending, because we were all there. Can we stop? And also, some of these Twitter trends be going on longer than they should have. Like the Bomba Clock, the Hasta Mañana, the Como Tus Tia, whatever they was doing. It didn't have to go on for that long. It didn't. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't. Because here's my next one. Y'all don't need to make an opinion about everything. Because they will put iCarly and be like, Boom Clock, Hasta Mañana. What's your opinion? Baby, it was iCarly. What do you want me to say? It's a TV show. Can't have that much opinion on it. And people will be in the comments. Like, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. Some things just need to be. I don't know how we got here. But I felt really passionate about that because that trend in particular, I still see it trying to pop up on my feed. Like, no. And then with Twitter, like, Twitter is cool, but I promise you, I see the same viral tweet recycled every month. And it goes viral every month. And I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But hey, can we get something up? Now back to Gen Z. Gen Z is not that bad. And I know, well, you're saying that because you're Gen Z. Don't get me wrong. There's some questionable things, like the younger ones. They need some help. But it's not enough for me to be bashing people in my generation. And Gen Z, right? We making stuff pop. Like, you can say whatever we want. We a little different breed. Because millennials, what were you hearing about millennials? I know they were getting bashed, but what were they doing? Gen Z, we trolled Trump. His rally empty because of Gen Z. Because they were playing a jokey joke on TikTok. And talking about TikTok be making these songs pop, okay? TikTok, they bring in a different energy for the music industry. For example, driver's license would not have been as big as it is if TikTok was not around. If Gen Z wasn't about that tea. Joshua, Sabrina, Olivia, giving you drama. When I tell you TikTok forced the driver's license drama on my For You page. 4 days. And it still be coming up. And how did driver's license end up on SNL? And then y'all be bashing TikTok, bashing Gen Z on TikTok. But why are the TikToks on Twitter and going viral? Why am I seeing this on Instagram? Why am I seeing this on the Shade Room? Why is Will Smith reposting a TikTok that got on Instagram, that they got from Twitter, that they got from TikTok? Don't be bashing something if you're gonna enjoy it. Next one, celebrities don't owe us anything except the art they are creating, right? So leave Rihanna alone. Y'all not getting an album anytime soon. She said, I'm gonna take my art to fashion. Now some of y'all can be like, well, Beyonce is launching every part and she's still giving us content with 2-3 kids. Okay, and Rihanna's giving you Fenty and she's giving you Fenty. Savage X Fenty. There we go. Don't worry about what you're doing, sweetheart. And, speaking of celebrities don't owe us anything, paparazzi deserve a special place in hell. They deserve to be in the hottest pit of hell. The way they be exposing these people. And Team Z along with the Shade Room. Do I follow the Shade Room? No. I follow the Shade Room teens because I feel like there might be something different. I might follow the Shade Room, to be honest. But anyway, special place in hell. Example, I just saw on Twitter that Jonah Hill, he was just on his boat taking his shirt off and then they trying to clown him. I think it was Daily Post mail. But who took the picture? Paparazzi. Don't come down here with that BS. Yeah, sit down. Yeah, put some respect on my video. Anyway, so he taking his shirt off and he's like, I'm glad I don't have no insecurity issues because y'all just putting my business on the magazine. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan over here trying to enjoy their time in the snow. Paparazzi. Go to the warm place, I don't know where they went, enjoying their time on somebody's boat, somebody's yacht. Paparazzi. Pictures just going viral. I know that's your job, but get a new job because that is below respectful. Humanity, switch off because I could never. To just be stalking somebody like that, they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. What they did to my girl Billie Eilish, the 1 second she didn't have a oversized hoodie on, and then for the internet to be bashing her like that, jail. Because that's none of your business. What these people do, none of your business. What they did with Kobe Bryant, Team Z, report. Kobe Bryant dead. Vanessa don't even know that, but y'all reporting stuff so fast because you want to get the news first. Hell, jail and hell, jail straight to hell, if you will. And then my personal last unpopular opinion is that the girls who make being a mean girl personality is not giving what y'all thought it was gonna give. Because I don't understand why that's such a big hype, considering the people who were mean girls in TV shows and movies never works out for them. Also, I thought about this earlier. The Karens peaked in high school and they're trying to live out that high of being popular or being the mean girl in high school, and they become a Karen. Just my 2 cents. Also, speaking of television shows, y'all have a big misconception of what teenagers look like because television shows convince y'all that 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds on these TV shows playing teenagers are what teenagers look like. No, because I saw a tweet that was like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly look like they're still in their teens. No, they don't. And it's okay, babes. It's okay. You don't have to look like you're in your teens. So television shows and movies, stop casting 25-year-olds plus as teenagers, because now you have, one, these teenagers thinking that something's wrong with them, that they don't look like that, and two, you got society thinking that every person who looks younger maybe look like they're about to be 16. No, that's not realistic. People be like, oh my God, Steve Harvey, he don't look a day over 15. Baby, no. Stop it, okay? Stop it. But then they see a teenager, oh my God, baby, how old are you? You look like you a smooth 25. No, that's some fetish stuff, okay? Go to jail. Next. Now we're going into Brianna's unpopular opinions. Her first unpopular opinion is if you support Trump, you're not racist, you're just dumb as fuck. And do I agree? Some of them, they do be racist. They do be dumb, but they do be racist because they don't even be supporting Trump. They just be supporting somebody who's as close to legal racism as they possibly can get. And they just idolize him because, like, sir, take a Hitler, for example. I mean, they might not F with Hitler, but throwing away the Jews? Yeah, I'm on board with him. Ain't he a leader? Let me go with that guy. That's how I feel. Number 2, if you don't use booty wipes, aka wet wipes, then you nasty. They do be hitting different, y'all. They do be hitting different. Next, people confuse homophobia with preference, i.e. preferring not to date someone who's a transgender person. So when we was talking about this, I mentioned that on TikTok, it was like this debate about whether if you're a trans person, whether you're obligated to tell somebody you're interested in that you're trans. And other people were like, no, people aren't obligated to tell you anything because that's their business, da da da. Personally, I don't think you're obligated to tell somebody you're trans. Like, first date, you don't have to be like, hey, I'm trans. But I feel as though if you're becoming really intimate with somebody and to the point you might be hooking up, and if it's come to a serious relationship, then I do think the other person is allowed to know that, hey, I don't know if this is going to upset you or anything, but I am trans. If you pass for the gender you're going for, then I still think you should tell that person because you don't know how they will feel about that. And at the end of the day, if they make it a big deal, then that's not somebody you want to date. 2, if they say, oh, you're trans, well, I'm not really into that. They're not homophobic. That's not their preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, same way you don't have to come out as gay, but if you're trying to go into a romantic relationship with somebody, it helps to let people know how to move accordingly. I hope that makes sense. Like, for example, if a lesbian came up to me and was like, hey, I like you, and I say, oh, that's nice, but I'm not gay. I'm not homophobic. I just not gay. I think this is correct, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're interested into a trans person, that qualifies being pansexual. So we were talking about this and we were like, so if you're straight and you go with the trans person and you're like, well, it doesn't bother me. Brianna was like, well, you're not straight, then you're pansexual because it doesn't matter what orientation somebody is, you're interested in them. Also, what I was thinking about was on The Shy. I forget his real name, but Noah and Star. On The Shy, he was dating someone who was trans. So then they would go to the gay bar and then some guy was trying to hit on Noah and Noah was like, I don't go with that gay shit. And then his girlfriend was like, how you gonna say you don't go with that gay shit, but I'm trans? I just went on a spiral. But yeah, just because somebody turns down another person for being trans, that doesn't mean they're homophobic. They can still be cool. They just don't want to pursue that relationship because that's not something they're into, and that's okay. You're not homophobic. Oh, is she getting controversial? Also, I genuinely do not understand being racist or homophobic because why is it your business? It doesn't affect you at all. What somebody else do in their sheets does not affect you at all. This goes into the next one. Brianna said, she was like, people use Christianity to be homophobic and y'all love to push it was Adam and Eve but forget love thy neighbor, thou shalt not judge. Y'all use religion to justify being hateful. Right. I don't understand hating someone because of what they do in their own business. Now you can be like, well, it's a sin, so it's wrong. Okay, are you God? Because when you die, you got your own trial to go through. If what they're doing is a sin, let God handle that, baby. Let God relieve your stress of what they're doing because it has it doesn't affect you. And you're like, well, it does affect me because my daughter's gay. Again, baby, it doesn't. Because what she do, what her other significant other, it doesn't affect you. Like, I genuinely cannot wrap my head around that. And then people are like, well, they put it all on our TV shows and it's corrupting television. You're mad because people are getting represented? You're mad because a minority is getting represented on TV? You might as well say you don't want to see a black couple on TV. Because at one point, ain't nobody black was on TV. And if y'all hate black people and you see them on TV, oh my God, that's going to convince my white daughter to date a black guy. Baby, they already do because they fetishize it. That's another story. Okay, if you say a gay person on your TV, don't watch the show. Oh my God, who would have thought? Shameless, okay? Anyway, let's say your favorite show is Shameless, right? But then you see Ian get that work done in the booty. So now you're like, oh my gosh, the show's corrupted. I don't know. Just fast forward when he's getting railed, or when what is his name? Milkovich, when he's getting railed by Ian. Just skip it. It's not that bad. Lovecraft Country, great show. But you gonna start watching the show because Atticus' father is going down with some dude. Just skip it if it bothers you that much. It's not that deep. if you don't want to see it. You have the power to remove that out of your life. And racism, I genuinely don't understand. How can you be so hateful because someone was black? You're mad because they're darker than you, but aren't you the one tanning yourself? I'm sorry. Aren't you trying to look like Kim K? Y'all trying to look darker, but mad because I woke up black. I could never be a racist because it seems so exhausting. Like storming the Capitol, you know how much energy that takes? And then to be out there in the cold. And then when I said that to myself, I was like, you know what? That's why white people are immune to the coldness, because they have to prepare to be racist. Just saying. Like, I'm so unbothered by what other people doing. Like, I remember the day Kayla texted me. She was like, hey, I got a crush on this girl. I need a plan. How am I gonna execute this? Mind you, we've been friends since middle school, 7th grade. She texted me this in 9th grade. First thing I said, seducer, duh. Later on in the conversation. So I love how you never addressed that I came out as gay. What does it doesn't change anything. You're still the same person. You still act the same. Moving on, hate cancel culture. Cancel culture, especially on Twitter, is so unnecessary. Like to be doxing people, to put out their address. Now, some people, they do deserve it. They do deserve it. But other people, y'all be canceling people for no reason. Off the smallest stuff. Like, oh my gosh, they used the wrong pronoun on accident. Canceled. I would never forgive y'all for canceling Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles made an apology video for putting like her hamster or her fish in the wrong tank. She made a whole probably to an hour video for putting a fish in the wrong tank. Now Jenna Marbles is not on the internet anymore. Her content was literally showing us her plants, and y'all canceled her. Shane Dawson. Here's the thing about Shane Dawson being canceled. I guess you could say, like, how is that different from Jenna Marbles? Shane, I'm pretty sure, I don't know when he got canceled, I'm pretty sure he keeps putting himself into these narratives and keep doing some weird stuff. But cancel culture is kind of stupid. Like, cancel culture has become to the point where if you say a word over and over again, it loses its meaning. That's what you've done. This is the next unpopular opinion, Brianna, and I quote, go back to sleep, y'all not woke. Y'all don't have to be woke about everything. And then what is being woke? I'm pretty sure woke was associated with like Black Lives Matter. I don't know what being woke means, but some of y'all be like, I'm so woke. Woke AF. What does that mean, bro? She also said we need double standards. She was talking about how boys be in locker rooms touching booties versus when girls touch each other butts. I'm just gonna insert this video I saw on TikTok.
Can we talk about what happened in the boys' locker rooms? Because I'm telling you right now, I was in the game.
I never thought I would be able to get to tell this story. So this happened to me freshman year. It was literally the first day of PE. And y'all know, as a gay, you are scared of the locker room because you're like, damn, all these boys are gonna think that I'm trying to stare at their meat. I mean, maybe I was, but that's not the point of the story. We had just finished gym class and we were all in the locker room. Some people were showering. I was too scared. I said, y'all ain't finna see me naked right now. This guy named Brock fully walks out of the shower, butter ball ass, like balls, everything hanging out. Nicely shaven too, if I might add. Walks up to the freshman and goes, hey freshman, who wants to stare at my dick? I was like, I mean, me? I mean, nobody. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, is this real? Am I being punked right now? Is this what we do in the locker room? Because maybe I should leave.
And we're gonna move on. So the other one she said is, don't tell someone who's raped that their baby is a blessing. Pray that they heal, not that they keep the baby. Yeah, that doesn't sit right in my spirit. If you're raped and then your first reaction to somebody being raped is, oh my gosh, keep the baby. Like, you're not gonna say, oh, how did that experience affect you? Oh, I know you weren't planning on having children anytime soon. How are you gonna handle the situation? Don't tell somebody what to do with their body right after they got raped. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, whether they keep the baby or not, it's none of your business. Just be there for support and let them make their decision. Don't try to make them feel bad about aborting a child, because then they already feel bad about being raped. So yes, I agree with that. This one was funny. She said, y'all be spending money to smoke your pain away, but you could be using that money for a therapist. And also, I hate people who make smoking their personality. If the only thing you post is who trying to smoke, who trying to get high. Oh, I'm high right now. If you're high 24/7, please get away from me. You wake up, smoke, blackout, smoke, shot, smoke, get a hobby, or get a therapist. Next, she's crazy. But what did you do to trigger her? What did you do? to trigger her? What did you do to trigger her craziness? Now, I asked this on the questions for males Omega version when I was like, okay, are any of your exes crazy? Why you say she crazy? Because y'all just be throwing around she's crazy for no reason. I cheated on her 5 times and beat her down, but that hoe beat out my window. That hoe crazy. Man, she was about to have my baby and I punched her in the stomach because I didn't want to have no children. Now she filing for a divorce. That hoe crazy. Sir, you're the problem. She's the victim. I do agree. Some people, they do be wilding, but some of these men be crazy too. They be crazy. Let's talk about that. Her next one, she said, some of y'all not cute or pictures don't be good. Y'all just popular. Some of the baddest people be getting slept on. And also, I would like to add on to this. Some of y'all gonna be real mad at me, but it must be said. Some of y'all are not cute. You're just light skinned. Now hear me out, right? I'm not the type of person who be like light skin versus dark skin. But because light skins have that privilege of being the superior, of being gassed 24/7, some of the average girls be getting clout. Instagram baddie. Boys flocking to them. And then these other girls are getting left out. And then she also said the dark skinned girls, they only get hyped if they have Eurocentric features. I'm sorry, but
I mean every word. I mean every word.
it's equivalent to how people be gassing up average looking white dudes who you can find in your chemistry class like that. Also, she said if it was under 3 months in elementary school or middle school, you're a childhood friend. You're not an ex. I agree. Even in high school, questionable. She also said nobody cares and you're not that important. Respectfully. Last one she said is that your hair isn't heat trained, it's heat damage. I never heard of heat trained, but yeah, some guys do have heat damage. I was a victim and I thought it was cute. I didn't know it was heat damage until I looked back. I was like, you know, shouldn't have done that. But you live and you learn. Moving on to Tolu's unpopular opinion. She said coming out with the heat, Beyonce's overhyped. Now I get what she's saying, like the Beehive be a little crazy. I do think Beyonce is a great performer and vocally she's up there, but is she overhyped? I think just her Beehive, like her stands just make it up a notch. Because Beyonce, I feel like I think what I've heard, I don't know Beyonce, but she's real humble like that. She just make her content and dip. But is she overhyped, y'all? Debate in the comment section. She also said the music industry sucks right now because everyone basically sounds the same. Yes, I feel like they're like, okay, what's the formula to make a pop song? What's the formula to get on the radio? Okay, found the formula. Let's keep it rolling. The baby, I'm sorry, the same sound. I'm sorry, he sounds the same. But the sound that he's known for, they be hitting. Like it's a good beat. That's not the baby, that's my baby. I feel like a lot of music now is more about getting on the charts, but I don't know how it is for longevity. Except for my girl Jasmine Sullivan. Pick up your feelings. Yeah, I don't know if these are any of the songs that's gonna be on the throwback station in a few years. And I don't know if my little girl's gonna come up to me like, mommy, listen to this song. Body yaddy yaddy yaddy. That's a banger, right? Like, yes, it was a banger. But how do you know that song? Because I don't think it's a generational song. It's good, but will it last through generations? To be determined. I'm not hating on my girl Megan. Love Megan. But yes, I understand what she's saying. Next, being African in America is way different than being African American. And I told her to explain because obviously I'm not African, so I can't really speak on that. But she said being African makes you weirder than just being African American because our food is different and accents are different and held to a higher standard. Everyone expects the African kids to be smarter. And then she said she was called African booty scratcher by African Americans. And then she also said the usual stereotype of being African American do not apply to everyone black because they're one of the reasons why black people fight. You'll automatically assume any black person you meet is like you till they talk. She also said pronouncing African names is not hard. Y'all just don't try hard enough. It can be difficult, but y'all just have to try. Practice. Y'all be in there speaking Spanish. I do notice how Africans get treated differently. Being black from different parts of the world, we get treated differently, or those people get treated differently. Like the debate about Dominicans, like black Dominicans, they be like, I know black, I'm Dominican. Like, baby, either way you're gonna get racially profiled. Either either way, you have a chance of being beat up by cops. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in the same boat, but there are cultural differences that make people get put up against each other. I don't know. Jill said dating in high school is pointless. I've been said that. That's why I never took any situation seriously, and that's how I got in the predicaments I was in. So if you date in high school, maybe don't take it for a jokey joke. The other person is usually more serious. Here's the thing. Dating in high school is good for experience. It's good to know what you like, what you don't like. It's good for practice reasons. So I don't think it's totally pointless, but I don't think people should be taking it seriously. So next one. Tolu also said, if you have no female friends and a female, you are the problem. Now, when I first read that, I was like, if she's talking about me, that is disrespectful. Because personally, I've almost always have had only guy friends. And I don't know why. Like, in pre-K, I only had one girlfriend because the other girls in class hated me. Went to first grade, also hated me. Went to second grade, the popular girl, Courtney W. It was either Courtney W or Courtney H. I feel like Courtney W was the one because Courtney W has more popular girl intake. I don't know if she was ruling the school since pre-K, but I just came in there and she did not like me, so she made all the other girls not like me. But I did have one female friend in second grade. Her name was Tiana. Anyway, I'm oversharing. The point is, overall, if you've never had any female friends, then you should evaluate that, see what's going on, sis, because maybe you're a pick-me girl and you surround yourself with guys who almost always compliment you and it makes you feel good about yourself, but you're afraid to go. I'm not about to be your therapist, but you should evaluate that. And her last thing, she said, just because I'm black doesn't mean that I'm black. I don't know what that meant, but we're just gonna leave that out there. So last section we have are the Instagram responses. So Zachary, if you watch this, hey, you finally have a feature in the show. He said, saying I don't see color regarding race and racism is a problem. Yes, I posted this on my Instagram of response. Basically, you not seeing color is you not recognizing that you have a privilege to even say that you don't see color. By you saying I don't see color, you're saying I don't want to see that problem you guys have over there. I don't want to address racism, so I'm just gonna say I don't see it. John Cena who? Stevie Wonder. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see race. You're making this stuff up. Deal with that yourself. That's what you're saying to me. So I'm just gonna assume you're racist, because for you to not see color is for you not to see the problem with systematic racism. Okay, you're gonna speak in facts. Okay, Kayla said, normalize not wanting to have big plans for your life and being a slave to capitalism. On top of that, I wrote that not everyone needs to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone needs to have that hustle mentality. Not everybody needs to have that grind to retire when I'm 30. Not everybody wants to be self-made. Not everybody needs to be on that content creator, that little hustle trend y'all got going on right now where I bought my first apartment at the age of 18. What do y'all do? Like, baby, I'm still in school and that's okay. Like, y'all trying to push for our life plans for what? Like, you're 18 paying house bills and your car note and just stressed. Baby, that's okay. You do you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't try to put that stuff out in the universe to try to be flexing on people, because everybody has their own path, you know? Like, you could be in your apartment at the age of 18, but where are you when you're 40? You still live in your mama's house because you couldn't afford rent when you were 18 and then you just went down the downhill spiral? Because at 40, what if I'm in the mansion? Then what? Next, she said Takis are overrated. I've never had Takis, nor have I had hot Cheetos, unless the one time my brother forced me to eat hot Cheetos because I don't like spicy things. But I do understand, like, the Taki crave that's been going on. Y'all gassing as much as hot Cheetos. Instead of being a hot Cheeto girl, now you're a Taki girl. I think being a Taki girl is worse. Next, she said pickles are gross. Personally, I believe that sandwich pickles are nastier than jar pickles. I was one of those weirdos who would just get a jar of pickles and eat it raw. I don't think they're gross. I think the hot sandwich pickles are nasty. Next, she said the cereal is better than the marshmallows. Now I haven't had Lucky Charms in a while to even comment on it, but the cereal I feel like was just as good as the marshmallows, but the marshmallows had the clout. Maybe because the marshmallows were white and the cereal was brown. Racism? Not everything has to do with race. Everything has to do with race. And probably the last and most controversial, unpopular opinion of this whole video is that somebody said that mac and cheese with ketchup smacks.
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you?
No, we're not gonna normalize that. Jail. And we're done. If you like these unpopular opinions, let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with some of this? Do you disagree with any of this? If you disagree, I really don't care, because it's an unpopular opinion. That's the point. Let me be a little spicy. Maybe I'm a little spicy because I hit 300 subscribers. And I know it's like not that much, but but yeah, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Shay.day2wise_. Follow me on Twitter, Shay_day2wise_. Or follow me on Snapchat, Shay_all_day_G. Bye.